Hi, my name is Stephen Martilli from Blogging for Coaches, and this is video number 3. And to build a waiting list of clients, you want to build a mailing list. Now, a lot of people say, well, the money's in the list, and that is true. But you've got to work it on a specific angle. And once you do work it on a specific angle, you can start to build a waiting list. Now, let me just share a couple of reasons why you want to build a mailing list so you basically increase your waiting list. There's a couple of reasons. I'll share 6 with you in this video, and then I'm going to share the tool number 3 that I think is really important that you understand how to use so that you can build your mailing list. So the first reason you want to build a mailing list is because it's a prospecting tool. As you continually send messages to people from an opt-in form, so they opt into your list, they're part of your newsletter. Let's say that they're part of your newsletter. They receive 1 messages, 2 messages, 3 messages. After a few times, they're going to start receiving messages from you. They're either going to like what you have or not. If they don't, they opt out, that's fine. But if they do like what you have, then you start to build that relationship with them. That's why a mailing list is really powerful. The second reason is that a mailing list positions you as an expert. I've had people come up to me and say, I really love this topic that you write about. And because they love what I write about, they've bought some of the products that I offer. And that's another reason why you want to build a mailing list, because you can actually set up passive income streams by offering other people's products as part of that mailing list. The third reason is that product ideas are born in your mailing list. Now, this is really interesting, is that I had been offering a few products through my newsletter, and a lady I spoke with was a prospect. She hadn't bought anything at that point, and we started talking on the phone, and she said to me, Steve, I just want to know your content's fantastic. I love your stuff, and what I did is I always come back to your stuff because I really like it. And I said, great. I said, really appreciate you saying that. The other thing she said was, this is a lady from Germany, and I'm in Canada, right? So this lady's completely other side of the planet. She said that she clicked through one of the ads on my site. I offer ads on my site. You don't have to offer ads on your blog, but I do. And it's not a long-term strategy, but regardless, she clicked through one of the ads, and it was like some subliminal or hypnosis program your mind sort of ad. She clicked on it, went and bought that product. And that was like a $30 product. And I thought to myself, wow, I'm like, if she, I can get 5 cents from her clicking on that ad and going to another website to buy a product, or I can offer the product myself. So, because she already trusts me as an expert, so why not just create the product? So that sort of came out, that conversation was generated from someone who was a subscriber to my newsletter. So that's why it's really important to build a mailing list, because you get product ideas out of it. Some people are spinning their wheels, they're trying to come up with all these different product ideas. And if they would just listen to the people on their list and find out what they're buying, they would come up with more ideas to build their own products. Another reason, number 5, the best person to sell coaching to is, or any product or service that matter, is someone who's already bought from you. And what's great about a newsletter is that you can keep in touch with people over the long term. So let's say that someone buys from you a product that you recommend or buys coaching from you. Let's say a year goes by. That person is still part of your mailing list. They're the best person to actually buy another product or service from you because they've already bought something from you. And if you already built the relationship, that's the best place to go to get new sales, is people who've already bought from you. The hardest place, and the place that costs the most money to get new sales, is people who have not bought from you at all. You're trying to convince them to buy this your coaching, and what you find out is that it doesn't work. It works when people have already bought something from you. So that's another reason why you want people on a mailing list, because they're people who have already bought from you. That's reason number 5. Number 6, this is a big one, is that what I see, and I've probably been through about 100 websites maybe over the last 8 weeks. I've gone through a lot of coaches' websites, and what I see, the biggest mistake that people make is they have a website or a blog, but they have nowhere to sign up for their newsletter. And probably about 80% of the coaches that I've seen make that mistake. And the reason it's a mistake is because of this. If you, I'm not sure what the numbers are now, but they used to be, take someone 7 times to go to your website repeatedly in order for them to take an action like sign up to your updates or sign up to your newsletter. So the first 7 times that someone goes to your website, they don't even actually sign up to your newsletter. So think about it this way. If you don't have a newsletter, that person comes to your site 7, 8 times, and then they're gone for life. They never come back. So what this does is it builds a list of clients and prospects. Because when you have a newsletter, you're actually saying, hey guys, I have something really cool. Do you want to check it out? They sign up, and then they continually get messages from you. And if you don't have an opt-in or a sign-up form for people to sign up to your newsletter, then it's a missed opportunity. So that's another reason to have a mailing list. Now, the tool that I wanted to share with you. So this is tool number 3. This is a real important tool, and it should be part of your toolbox, and I like to share this with people because once they know how to do it and then they've got it, then they can use it for themselves. And it's called a squeeze page. And it's well known in internet marketing fields, but for coaches, for some reason, they have no clue what an opt-in or squeeze page is. And basically what it is it's a page where you've got a one page on your website. It does 3 things. So the first thing is that it captures an email from one of your prospects. Now, for order that person to give you their email, you have to be giving them something even greater in value in exchange for the email. And you can be giving them free training or free report, whatever it is, but you've got to give something of value. And the third thing, so there's 3 things that that squeeze page should do. One, it should offer something of value to your prospect. And 2, it should capture the email from your prospects so you continually send them messages. And the third thing is that you want to make sure that this squeeze page is created in a way that it gets people excited and it gets people really, really emotional so that they're excited to buy to sign up for your newsletter. Because what's true about like human psychology is that 80% of people who take action or buy something, or regardless if it's to take an action to sign up for your newsletter or to buy something, 80% of it comes from their emotional state. So if they get to generate some really strong feelings about something, they will act on it. And that's what you want your squeeze page to do. So all I'll do is we'll share with you a couple different squeeze pages that I've created to help build my mailing list, and it'll kind of give you a sense of what a squeeze page looks like. Okay, so as you'll see here, this is our squeeze page for blogging for coaches. And so the very top, you've got the headline. There's basically 3 parts any squeeze page. Let's start with the very top, the heading. So the heading is just like an attention grabber, and that can be something either like promises something, a solution, or it's a pain point. So whatever it is, that gets your attention. In red, you've got the subheadlining, and the subheadline provides the solution. So that's the solution that we're providing for coaches. And then below that, below the subheadline, you've got the benefits. So what are the benefits of subscribing to our newsletter? Well, the benefits are, discover the #1 method of instantly creating a waiting list of new clients. Number 2, the benefit is position yourself as an expert in front of a group of raving fans. So what you want to do is, when you're thinking about your newsletter and creating your squeeze pages, think, what are the benefits? What are the benefits that I can create for this person? And then obviously we've got our opt-in box when you put your name and your email, and you hit the submit button. So that's one squeeze page. And here's another squeeze page, and this is actually from my personal blog. It's called The 7 Principles in the Science of Getting Rich. As you'll see again, I've got the headline, and then right below it, I've got basically just a bit of a description, and that's sort of my subheadline. And I did this over a year ago, so I kind of knew what I was doing, but not really. But this page actually converts really well. And as you'll see, then I've got my sign-up box right below that, below the subheadline, and then after that, I actually put the benefits down below. And actually, now that I'm thinking about this, I might switch it around and test it and see how it converts with, making some changes to it. But basically, the principle is the same. Is I've got a headline, a subheadline, I've got an email opt-in, and then I talk about the benefits that the subscriber will get for subscribing to my email list. So that's a second squeeze page as a sample of what you want to do to help build your mailing list. Now, the other thing is, in the next training, what Hanny will be sharing with you is what to do in terms of giving away. What can you give away, and what should you be giving away, and how do you know what to give away? And it's a great training. He'll be sharing that in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. My name is Stephen Martilli at Blogging for Coaches, and we'll be talking to you soon.